Let's get a check of our weather impact alert, which is really going to be for tomorrow. We're calling for a 5 News weather impact alert. Tornadoes are going to be a potential for us tomorrow. Additional large hail and high wind. Unfortunately, the odds of seeing severe weather tomorrow are actually a little bit higher than they were today. So here's what I'd like you to do. If you don't mind, just check back in with us tonight. I'm going to have a special briefing on 5 Plus right around 9 o'clock. At that time, I'm going to have brand new data with regards to tomorrow's forecast. And I want to share that with you so you have the latest timeline and you can go ahead and stay ahead of the storm. Tomorrow's one of those days, especially in the afternoon and evening and night, you'll want to have a couple of ways to receive some weather warnings. Here's the hazards that we're looking at for tomorrow. This is broken down: tornado, hail, and winds. Let's start here on the left side. We'll kind of digest the area-wide tornado potentials in the elevated category, which technically speaking refers to a 10% chance of seeing a tornado. 10% doesn't necessarily sound like a lot, but it's elevated. It's a little bit higher than it typically is. Today's potential about 2%, right? So 10%, I share that only under the agreement that you'll take it seriously, right? The potential is definitely going to be there. In addition to that, what do these black hash marks mean? That's the Storm Prediction Center's way of saying, should a tornado develop, not any more likely or less likely, but should it actually develop, it could become an EF2 or greater. We're talking a stronger tornado. When it comes to the hail potential, as if we've not had enough of that, we're in this enhanced category. So all red, that represents a 30% chance of large hail. It too indicates with those black hash marks that significant 2-inch in diameter hailstones, kind of like what we saw today, will be a possibility. Wind is also in that red enhanced 30% zone. Not seeing the black hash marks there, but 60 to 70 mile per hour winds will be possible for us tomorrow. Here's Futurecast. Let's walk through the rest of this evening. By 8:30, we probably are still looking at a few scattered thunderstorms around the area. These we'll have to watch closely, and we'll do just that. But we're really going to be focusing in on what's developing by 10:30 out near the Tulsa area. Those severe storms have a lot more ingredients tonight than these out here. They will be working their way our direction. There is a lot of questions with regards to, one, do they hold together this far? Do they move northeast into portions of southeast Kansas and southwestern Missouri, or do they come our direction? It's a wait and see game at this point, and so we'll keep a team here tonight just to be on the safe sides with regards to that. This is going to be 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll have some scattered showers around the area. That is potentially somewhat helpful to us. If we see rain a lot, that will help to stabilize the atmosphere to some extent. Let's hope that actually happens. If that happens, does it mean our severe weather potential tomorrow afternoon and evening is entirely erased? No, not necessarily, but it would potentially help us a little bit. By 1:30 in the afternoon, we're starting to see some thunderstorms develop. These initial cells are probably going to be more prone to producing hail initially. There will be an attendant tornado potential and wind as well, but this by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, there's probably not going to be many of them, but certainly some isolated cells out there are going to be strong, likely severe, and we'll watch those for all potential hazards. By the evening hours, this is some intense storms moving through by 5 o'clock. Interestingly enough, this also could help to stabilize us, because the real concern are storms that are likely going to be developing along a dry line and approaching cold front by 6, 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow evening off towards our west. Here's Tulsa back towards McAllister. It's these cells that, once the low-level jet kicks into high gear by tomorrow evening, are going to have a higher propensity to start to rotate and produce rotation that could trigger tornado warnings. That moves our direction by 10, 11 o'clock. Some of these showers and storms continue well after midnight. So we're looking at the potential tomorrow in the medium category of tornadoes, hail, and wind. We'll keep flooding in a little bit in the lower category. So our odds are a little bit higher than normal. I want to give you a little bit of context, though. We often see 1 or 2 events of this, let's call magnitude, or 1 or 2 setups that kind of warrant these types of severity levels a year. So it's not necessarily uncommon, okay? We'll take it really seriously. We'll be on top of it. We'll track it all together. We'll stay safe through this thing together. It is somewhat of a concerning setup, but it's not necessarily anything uncommon for this time of the year. Here is the setup. We're going to have a warm front that's well off to our north. Everywhere south of that warm front is what's called the warm sector. Dew points are going to be near 70. That's some really humid air. You're going to feel it. It's going to feel thick out there tomorrow. That warm sector is going to be a prime zone for severe storms to develop. Some of them initially will develop along the dry line in central and eastern Oklahoma. Those are the ones that will be ones to watch for the higher tornado potential. And eventually, our area of low pressure will continue deepening by tomorrow night, and that's going to push a cold front through the area. That too could be the focal point for some some lift in the atmosphere to spark some additional thunderstorms into the late evening, overnight hours. Eventually, though, it all pulls away. Some scattered rain chances may continue into the first part of your Tuesday, but it really looks like the severe weather threat is likely coming to an end by sunrise on Tuesday. Here's live radar right now. We'll start East Oklahoma, quiet at the moment. Some spotty scattered showers, northern Delaware County. Some scattered showers from Bella Vista over towards Avoca. Brightwater there as well. War Eagle getting a few scattered showers, not severe. Carroll County getting some rain, not severe. Madison County moderate to heavy rain, breezy conditions at times, nothing severe there. In fact, we'll just take a little bit closer look as to what things look like, specifically first in northwest Arkansas. Nothing concerning out there. We're probably going to be entering into a bit of a lull in the activity. Now in northern Johnson County, we're talking well north of Clarksville, right there in the beautiful Boston Mountains, a lot of higher elevation there. Great little area. You do have a severe thunderstorm. 60-mile-per-hour winds are going to be possible with that one. It's moving off towards the south and east. It will likely not impact Clarksville. Your weather impact alert will run through tomorrow. Very first few hours of Tuesday. I think the second half of Tuesday actually ends up with some sunshine. How about some quieter weather? As this system pulls away, Wednesday, Thursday, we see more sunshine. Morning lows, right around 50. Highs in the 70s, not bad at all, huh? Towards the end of the week and next weekend, unfortunately, some storm chances continue to return back to the forecast. But at least we'll get a few days, let's say 2.5, maybe 3 days of some nicer weather the middle part of next week. Unfortunately, some folks are probably going to have to spend that stretch of days cleaning up some damage. Really intense in the River Valley this morning. Woke a lot of folks up in the middle of the night with winds, trees falling over, some hail there as well. Unfortunately, we're probably going to deal with some more severe storms tomorrow, so we're not entirely out of the woods just yet. So 7-day forecast, River Valley shows us in the mid-80s tomorrow. It's going to be warm. It's going to be muggy. On the backside of the system, temperatures do come down. I think we'll be back into the 70s by Thursday and Friday, comfortably near average for this time of the year. And then by next weekend, looks like we'll have a few more chances of rainstorms. Maybe not an absolute washout, hard to say at this point, 7 days away, but a pretty active weather pattern, which is usual for this time of the year. It's nothing uncommon. Here's kind of our thoughts for the rest of the evening. We'll keep teams here overnight tonight, as well as all day tomorrow. And so we'll be streaming for every severe thunderstorm warning right here on 5+. If we have a tornado warning, we'll of course be here too, but that's when we'll go on traditional television as well. So that's kind of some housekeeping notes, what you can expect for us. Tonight at 9 o'clock, what did I say earlier? Did I say 9 o'clock or 8:30? I don't know.
I think you said 9.
Earlier I said 9, thank you. Tonight, right here on 5+ at 9, I'm going to have a new set of data. There may be changes, there may be no changes, I don't know. But it'll be the newest and best data that's going to give us the newest, most precise timeline, hazards, potential locations, things of that nature. We'll dive deep into that here at 9.
All right, we'll look forward to it. Well, we're also getting reports too in our newsroom that 12,000 people in Benton County are without power. 2,000 in Washington, excuse me, and then 5,000 in Benton County.
Okay, so about 17,000 collectively.
Yeah, that is a lot. 17,000
homes. That's a lot of people. That's without power tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that information. We'll be make sure to tune in for that at 9 o'clock for that live stream, and then tune in to 5 News at 10. So we'll see you back here tonight. Have a good night, you guys.